County students got a chance on Friday to learn more about what goes into farming. The Marathon Future Farmers of America held its student agriculture fair. 12 News' Kyle Spisak got a chance to get a closer look and learn.
Students at Marathon Schools spent the morning Friday walking around the school's FFA Agriculture Fair. It's used as a way to help students understand what the lives of farmers are like and why they are vital to our local communities.
I love doing these community events and being able to educate people about what FFA is and about agriculture, but I also like being on the competition side. We have annual competitions that they bring in judges, and we basically get tested about our knowledge of FFA and about agriculture.
Cassie Forrest is the vice president of Marathon's Future Farmers of America chapter, and she says that she loves being able to spread awareness of farming to the community, but she also loves competing through the FFA on her knowledge of agriculture. And behind me right now, the Marathon Future Farmers of America are holding their school's agricultural festival where students are able to come out, talk to local farmers and other students who may be farmers, and learn more about what farming's all about and why it's so important to our communities.
So it's just like everybody from like the high school and some people from the elementary school up there, like they come, they like see about like different like farms and what people do for a living, and it's like pretty cool to see how like they like what their jobs are and like how they make money.
Students attending the fair ages ranged from elementary school all the way up to high school. The fair ran from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday, offering a day's worth of events and conversations for farmers and students, helping to build a better understanding of what it takes to be a farmer in the 21st century. I'm Kyle Spisak, 12 News, Cortland County.